Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Is that a thing? Happy Tuesday?
Well, it's one down.
And what's it? Money Mondays? Well, we're gonna make our own. This is Y2K Happy Tuesday. Andy Sukhu here, founder and CEO of Y2K Credit Solutions. And today we're joined by a special guest, DJ Magic. If you guys know about this guy, he wears many hats. DJ Magic Hot 97. Magic Mike, no. Magic Captain Magic. He has a boat. He has a whole boat thing that he does. Take it to the street car show. But today we're here to talk about something very important, and it's a new hat that he is wearing. And he's here to share his experience with Y2K and with you guys. And the hat that he's wearing today, and the newer hat that he's wearing, is home ownership hat. If you guys have been following him on social media, just realize that DJ Magic just purchased his first home, and you know we have to.
I mean, you don't want to,
We have to put it out there.
You're gonna go crazy.
He didn't purchase just a regular home as his first home. He purchased a home with four acres.
Wait.
4 acres of properties. We can't disclose the location due to his
Pretty big.
Privacy. However,
A lot of grass got to be cut.
a lot of grass. He's going to tell you, but that's his new hat that he's wearing going into 2019 as home ownership. Good credit, home ownership, and he's on his way to purchasing his next property at the end of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So our interview is going to be with Mr. Magic, and he's going to tell you his experience with Y2K Credit Solutions, with Homebridge Financial, have his new experiences dealing with owning his own home. So Magic, let's go ahead. Let's talk about this. So by the way, I've known Magic quite a few years. You know, we've done a lot of things together. We kept it on the low, but you know now he's all about making sure his people and his circles and the people that follows him are on the same page with him.
Exactly.
And he wants to help them, and he wants to get everyone financial ready for 2019. That's why he's here doing this. Is not a paid. It's real. It's touching.
Oh no, I'm here.
Real
Man,
guy,
I'm here.
straight moving. You guys know about that.
You're gonna see me here more often.
He's here and he's live, and you know he's not afraid to tell his struggle. But now his struggle that's turned into gains for him, and he wants his audience to be the same way, be on the same level with him for 2019, because financial literacy is the way. The way to go in 2019, and without credit, nothing moves.
Yes.
I speak about that on social media a lot. But before I continue going on, start the Magic here. What's going on, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year.
Same here,
Thank
man.
you for
Anytime.
everything.
So, you know, you dealt with Y2K Credit Solutions on a few issues with credit,
Mm-hmm.
Education stuff.
Mhm.
How was your experience with that? And you know that led up to you purchasing your own home and dealing with us to fund your mortgage.
The experience has been, so it's been up and it's been down. So the thing with me is, as you know, I've been a banker, and I've been into banking and credit for a long time.
Yes. You did say
And so coming here, I pretty much had idea of credit and how important it is and things like that.
a good background of credit.
Right. But the whole home process of it, I didn't know how important it was,
Right.
how serious it was. And you know, we outside always talk about get the bag and get the bag.
Right.
And I want the
That's true.
bag. But it's a little bit different when you jump into property and getting and getting your first home and things like that. So Y2K helped me a lot with understanding and actually kind of breaking it down to make it a little bit easier to understand as well. So that's been my
Let me highlight this. While we were working on his credit was finished, he was on tour. If you guys know, he's always touring, doing all this DJ stuff all over.
that
So
was-
he's very hard to get a hold of, and it's hard for us because we're a 9 to 5, 9 to 6 company.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in the other country where he's at, it's another time zone.
I won't even sleep because by the time I'm communicating with you, our time, your time is up, and then time.
I'm going to bed. He's waking up.
Exactly.
He's waking up. I'm going to bed, or whatever the case is. The point is, it was a challenging case and challenging working with him, not in a bad way, but because of the time zone of his schedule.
Right.
But while we were working on his credit, he was in another country doing his DJing thing. While we were working on his mortgage, he was in Tokyo,
Right,
Japan.
right. I was in actually China. So the first time, 'cause remember this is a long process. So I was in China And then you and I were going back and forth.
On text message, we're dealing with a mortgage on text message.
Right.
Getting documents to our bank.
And I'm not one of the easiest people. I mean, I'm kind of easy, but
He's organized.
I am super organized. And it kind of making my man a little stressed out over here, but
It was okay.
I'm just organized and I want to make sure everything is in order, and I understand everything too, because I pretty much understood. It wasn't like, it told me one time, bam, bam, it was done.
You got the gist of it. You just need to plug in the missing links.
Right.
But the thing was, people don't realize when you're purchasing a home, there's so much that comes into play.
Yes.
Credit, number one. Credit, down payment.
Down payment is very
documents. Money in the bank. You can't.
Yes, so that's what people think too. They think they can get the bag and then use that money from the bag to get the house. It doesn't work that way. So if you get 50,000 or 40,000 of just one shot,
your money
you can't reverse that
correct.
into getting the home.
That's correct.
They have to have like a money trail.
Exactly. So your money has to be seasoned in the bank account. And it was hard for him, even though he had his liquidity in his bank account already. He had checks coming in because he's on tour, so he's not here managing his finances. But the challenging part was just because he's so far away working on this deal, and we got the deal done. And I can't say this. I almost gonna tell you where this guy lives, but I can't tell you. We got the deal done in 30 days. And we promised him in 30 days we're gonna close the deal.
Yes.
Right, I think when he flew back in from Japan to Tokyo, wherever he was, 2 days after his closing was there.
So after I came, so I went to China and then I went to Japan. I came back and then we actually was ready to close. Thanks to Mark.
Mark at Homebridge Financial. Shout out to my guy over there. He's always making sure our clients are well, good to go and informed.
Patience is another thing. Patience.
Yes.
My patience level is a little bit not there, but you have to be patient and you have to have trustworthy people to work with.
That's true. Knowledgeable people as well.
Yeah, because without these guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would have never got the house. As much as I would have, of the money I already had and stuff like that, it's just that the patience and them working behind the scene, taking care of things that I couldn't do because I was traveling. Yeah,
that's true. And also, patience and I was gonna say something. It'll come back to me, but it'll come back to me. I can't think about it for a second. But we got it done. And what is your whole overall experience of owning a home now? And by the way, if you don't mind me putting this out there, the same amount of money he was paying in rent, he's paying for 4-acre home now with equity. Equity.
Yeah.
Equity is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
If you understand how it works, how credit works, and how the banks work for you, and what the bank doors can open up for you if you have good credit.
Right.
He's here. He'll tell you. It does amazing things.
Right.
One thing I want to let you guys know that financial literacy and credit is the pavement for everything. Without the credit, nobody wants to deal with you. And working with people that are not cutting corners. Would you agree with that?
Right. So
everyone likes to cut corners, whether it be a mortgage broker, real estate, not Y2K, but everyone is trying to cut corners because they just want to check. Right. And the thing here with Y2K and Homebridge Financial, we don't cut corners. We make sure that you're going to get in that house, you're going to stay in that house, and you're financially set. And every time you cut corners, it comes back. It comes back. But we're here at Y2K Credit Solutions. We're here to help you resolve all your credit issues, get you into a mortgage. And DJ Mag, just elaborate on that. We'll close this off.
Right. So credit to me. If anyone that knows me very well, credit to me is extremely important, and I pretty much understood the whole thing with credit. That's why Y2K was always my go-to. Cause they understood and it took the time out to help me. So the way credit is is like having someone that believe in you and understand you and trust in you, and you have to make sure that you want to keep that person happy because it helps you in the long run. So as long as you keep that person happy, they don't mind actually lending you money.
Correct.
Or stuff like that. That's what credit to me is. I like to keep a good relationship. So with me, with credit is, I want to make everybody happy. So as long as you give me money, I'm going to pay you back probably before you even actually needed it, And that's what gets you further in life. So cash is always going to come and go. But credit is what the banks believe in. These banks, that's how that's how it is in U.S. That's how it is in America.
Credit-based, correct.
It's a credit-based country. You pay this is what we believe in giving you. If you don't, we're not. It's kind of cut and dry. You know what I mean? So if you want more, sometimes, like some people say, yeah, you got the bag. I don't want the bag.
There you go.
I don't want the bag. Just
2019.
right.
It's not about the bag.
I don't want the bag. Give me the credit, and you know what I'm saying. Like at least I want.
That's
some
the
type
bag
of
right there.
That's the bag to me.
Paper trail.
Paper trail is the bag to me. You know, and that's what it is, man. And Y2K I can't say enough. Without Andy and the whole company, I wouldn't have had my dream home. It's a pretty big house. It's not easy, but that's the part that I'll deal with on my own, and that just comes with me being mind strong and stuff like that, and I just love it. You know, I'm not gonna rush my money. I'm gonna take my, kind of save up some money, because I was gonna be at least 4 months, 5 months ahead of on mortgage payment, because you don't want to go out there and buy furniture, and then you don't know if you're gonna make your next month payment and you got the house. You know what I mean? So just get the money and just enjoy your home and take your time and stuff like that. You know?
So 2 things. I know you're a guy that's always in the industry dealing with all the actors and rappers and musicians, everyone that's in the music world and so forth. You're a staple in that industry because you're a very famous DJ.
Right.
Is it safe to say the message to all of your entertainer friends that believe that cash is everything? Is it safe to say that outside the bank door, you're the man with cash. Inside the bank door,
you're nothing.
You're nothing.
Right.
Right. The banks don't want to see cash. They want to see paper trail. They want to see credit scores.
Right. And then if they see cash, they want to know where it came from. Exactly. So now it raises another flag. See, the thing is, you're trying to stay away from that that CTR or stuff like that. We go to the banks. If you go there with more than 10,000 and a cent,
it's actually 8,000 now.
8,000 now? Jesus Christ! So now it's 8,000 and a cent. They want to know where it came from. So now it goes to the government, and now it goes to all this, and the way the government's working, you want to kind of stay below radar with some of these people, because then you're getting too much cash. Now you got stuff coming in the mail talking about, well, we noticed this and this and the third, and it causes more problems. So
it opens a lot of red flags that you don't want to.
You don't want the red flags.
And on top of that, you get taxed on top of that, right? So avoid yourself the headaches.
Yeah.
The second thing I want to make note is that, Magic purchases home, and I always tell people and all my clients, and we preach this a lot, to get rich in this country is not a 9-to-5 job. And trust me, I'm telling you, I'm a minority and I did it. I'm speaking from my own testimony. I'm speaking on behalf of...
Yes, I worked too for 15 years in the bank.
It's not a 9-to-5 to get rich in this country. It's your first home on good credit. And I say that to say this. He purchased a big property, and early in the video I said that he's on his way to purchasing his next home in 2019. At the end, he's going to pull equity out of that house, probably rent that house out, let his tenants pay for his mortgage, take the money and invest it in another home.
Yes.
And I'm sure that's what his plan is, and I'm 99.9% sure that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to be funding the mortgage, but the point is, they make that statement: go big or go home. Your first home, he went big, and it just opened up the doors for a lot of opportunities moving forward in 2019 for Magic and his family.
I just like being a motivation for people.
Yeah.
That's my main thing, man. Like, I'm in a situation where.
And wait, a lot of people claim that they're doing motivational stuff on Instagram, but if you're not living it, breathing it, you can't be a motivator.
Right. I don't even want to go down that. I mean, we can talk about that. It's a lot of people out here acting,
Instagram is an amazing...
it's an amazing facade.
Yeah.
So you can actually make it seem like you're doing something when you're really not. But we... Andy and I, we actually do it and show it and not showing it.
We're not doing
to
show off.
Right, not showing off. But we're actually here telling you how to do it. So I give back to our communities. We give back, we do things like that. So we like to actually just be motivation, and show that, listen, if I can do it and I work, listen, everybody know me. I came from Brooklyn. I moved everywhere in Brooklyn. I had issues when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? And then I kind of stepped it up and I worked. I went to school and I worked at the bank and I was a teller for a while and I became a loan officer, while I was DJing. A lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people think, oh, he just was DJing. No, I was in the bank. I was getting up
9 to 5
in the morning and going to work at 7:45.
Punching that time card.
Right, punching that time card in. And I just stopped working because I'm doing my own business. and have multiple things going on. You know, so we're just here to be a motivation and guide and help out. You know,
to touch on that, yeah, we're here to add the motivation, but if you don't get up and make the first step,
of course,
what we're saying, what we're preaching, what we're showing you, what we're doing,
right.
It's not going to work.
Right.
It didn't happen by us, myself, Magic, and even our influencers. It didn't happen by just listening to motivational video and not doing anything. You have to do the work.
Right.
Nothing comes easy, but
that's true.
You meet us halfway, we'll fill in the other half and make it 100% and complete it for you.
Right.
Definitely want to thank DJ Magic for coming and sharing his experience with you guys. It takes a lot to get these guys off the road and coming here. This is not a paid promo. This is him speaking to you about his real-time experience with Y2K and real-time, real people, real solutions. For more information, check us out on Y2KCreditSolutions.com, Instagram at Y2K_Credit Solutions. And also, I don't want to put it out there yet. I don't want to jinx it, but Magic is working on something with Hot 97 where we're going to be providing financial literacy, home purchasing, credit, a seminar coming up in sometime in the future. I say future, but it might happen next month.
This whole year, man, our focus is to give back and give education and basically guide and show everyone that, because Instagram we're losing our people on Instagram. We're posting the same thing and the girls with the listen. There's other things we can do.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna basically give back and give education as much as we can, and I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be there, God willing.
We're live.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep doing it, and we're gonna team up. That's what it's about this year. Teaming up with positive energy, positive people,
making moves,
and coming together,
straight moving,
and making these moves. You know what I mean? And then he's gonna be at the car show too. Cause that car show, you know what I'm saying? My man got a little toy that I'm gonna have to borrow it one day. That ain't a little toy. Neither is a big. You know what I mean?
The garages are there, man. But listen, that's another thing. We talk about toys, and I have cars. Magic has cars. I mean, his collection is probably crazier than mine. But that didn't happen on cash. Happened on credit.
I hate to say this, but that's a fact. I hate saying that word, but it's a fact.
That didn't happen on cash. That happened on good credit, low interest rate, and we can have all these toys, right? The power of credit, compounding interest. Understand that.
Just keep the bank happy. That's my motto. Just keep the bank happy. Just look at the bank as being your friend that you don't, that you got your own personal relationship with. Just keep them happy, because as long as you keep them happy,
they'll keep your credit report happy.
They will make you look good.
Yes,
they will make you look good.
Way to put it.
If you keep the bank happy, you'll look good without having to physically see a person. Now, and certain people, they want their money back one shot, boom. That's great. With a bank, you get gradual. You get a little money, pay them back, keep them happy, because
he's talking about American Express, but that's another level. He's talking about.
You know what I mean? I'm just a person who, that's how I think. I think of it as like little terms. Like the bank is like a person to me. So keep them happy, and you can and make you look good out here. You can buy your shoes all you want. You can buy your house. You can buy your
everyone needs to stay in their lane and stay in your budget.
Stay in your lane and your budget.
Believe it or not, his lane's probably faster than mine. But I'm still staying in my lane.
Don't let this man fool you. Listen, this man, these are. I'm just trying, and I'm learning from my brother, man. I'm learning from my brother.
We got strawberry in here as well.
Yeah, like
these are all real clients of Y2K Credit Solutions, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Magic, coming in and taking this time to do this for us, and letting the audience know. And listen, guys, if you have any questions, please DM him, reach out to him, reach out to Y2K Credit Solutions.
And I am DJ Magic.
And we're not charging you for this. We're here to give it back to you. No. We already spent the time.
Everything with us ain't money, man. We don't.
It's not about money. It's about relationship building and getting people on the path to financial literacy. Talk to you guys soon again. Y2KCreditSolutions.com. Any questions, please reach out to us, reach out to Magic. We're looking forward for this seminar coming up soon with Hot 97. And it's going to be a great year. Let's make 2019
we're going to make it a nice name. We got to come up with a nice name for it.
Make 2019 great again?
No, the seminar that we're doing.
Oh, yeah.
This guy now, we go back and forth.
Yeah, we
go that's my brother, man.
All of our ideas. Well, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Have a great one.